Hello again, my lovely students. Let's complete the exponents and radicals. So, it's important to know after the laws that there is a big difference between -3 all to the power 2 and -3 to the power 2. There is a big difference between them. So, what is -3 all to the power 2? That's mean that the negative is with me. So I have -3 all to the power 2. So the negative to the power 2 and the 3 to the power 2. It's like the -1 to the power 2 and the 3 to the power 2. So what is the -1 to the power 2? It's -1 multiply -1. And what about the 3? It's a 3 multiply 3. -1 multiply -1, negative multiply negative, it's positive. It's 1, and 3 multiply 3 equals 9, so the answer is 9. Or, -3 all to the power 2, that's mean -3 itself repeated 2 times. -3 multiply -3. Negative multiply negative, it will be positive, so the answer will be positive, and 3 multiply 3 equals 9. Okay, but what about -3 to the power 2? That means that the negative is not with me. So it's -3 to the power 2, the power on 3. So the base is 3 and the power is 2. What about the negative? The negative is outside. It's not with me. So it's negative and 3 to the power 2 is 9. It's like what? It's like, keep the negative. And what is the meaning of 3 to the power 2? That means 3 repeated 2 times. So it's a 3 multiply 3. So it's -3 multiply 3 equals -9. Okay? So I want to tell you a very important note. I will write it in red. So this note is the even power remove the negative sign, and odd power keep the negative sign. So any even number, for sure, any even number. Like what? Like -3 all to the power 4. The answer would be positive. -2 all to the power 6. The answer would be positive. So the even power remove the negative sign. Why? Let's take this one. It's -2 repeated 6 times. So it's -2 multiply -2 multiply -2 multiply -2 multiply -2 multiply -2. So -2 multiply -2, it's positive. -2 multiply 2, another positive. And -2 multiply -2, it's also positive. So the answer will be positive. Okay. So what about the odd power? The odd power will keep the negative sign. So, for example, if I have -2 all, and we know now the meaning of all. -2 all to the power 3. That's mean all the -2 repeated 3 times. So it's -2 multiply -2 multiply -2. So -2 multiply -2, it will be just 4, positive 4. And positive 4 multiplied by -2, it's -8. So the answer is -8. And what about -2 to the power 3? So keep the negative as it is, and 2 to the power 3 equals 8. So the answer would be -8. So there is no difference between -2 all to the power 3 and 2 to the power 3. So if the power is odd, so keep the negative sign. So there is no difference if I put bracket or not. But in the even power, it's so important because the even power remove the negative sign. Okay, so let's take an example. And this example is so important. Here, we don't want the answer. So let's solve it. Here it's negative x to the power 2 multiply negative x all to the power 5. So it's x to the power 2. So keep the negative. It's x to the power 2. And what about negative x all to the power 5? The power is even or odd? The power is odd. So keep the negative sign or remove the negative sign? Keep the negative sign. So if the power is odd, keep the negative sign. So I will keep it. It's multiply negative x to the power 5. Oh, so now let's multiply. So negative multiply negative, it will be positive. And x, keep it. Add 2 and 5. So it will be 7. So the answer is C, x to the power 7. So you know the rule. Let's take a note. It's important. The sign rule. So positive multiply positive. The answer is positive. Negative multiply negative. The answer is also positive. Negative multiply positive or positive multiply negative. The answer will be negative. Okay, so let's complete another question, another example. So I have 4 to the power x plus 1. Oh, so I add the power. That's mean it's 4 to the power x multiply 4 to the power 1. I put the same base is 4 and add the power, so I add x plus 1. And what about this one? 3 to the power 2x. So I can write it as 3 to the power 2 all to the power x. And what about 3 to the power 2? It's 9. So it's 9 to the power x. So my expression now is 4 to the power x multiply 4 to the power 1 multiply 9 to the power x. Then what should I do? Good job, I put the x together. So it's power x and power x. So use commutative property. 4 to the power x multiply 9 to the power x multiply 4 to the power 1, which is 4. So I have rule. I can distribute the power. So here I distribute the x one time among 4 and one time among 9. So I can write it as it's 9 times 4 all to the power x. I can distribute x, 9 to the power x alone and 4 to the power x alone. So I put this in the form of 9 times 4 to the power x. Multiply 4. And what is 9 times 4? It's 36. So it's 36 multiply x times 4. So what is the answer? The answer is C. 4 multiply 36 to the power x. Okay, easy. Thank you so much. See you in the next video, and we will complete and we'll take the root, and the root is the inverse of the exponent. So subscribe and follow the playlist, and see you in the next video. Thank you so much and have a great day.